What they say about you when you're not in the room. I can control what I say in the room. I can be responsible, like the old extreme ownership of like be responsible for what you can control.
Right.
But you have no idea if your manager is defending you behind closed doors with the rest of the management team or whatever, or if they're throwing you right under the bus. Be like, I could have succeeded if it wasn't for that darn kid Brian. I backed myself into a corner. The managers that I've worked with, anyway, that are the best at, quote, adapting their language, those are the ones I trust the least.
Yeah, I mean, these are the people that are practicing ruinous empathy, right?
Oh.
As per Kim Scott's book.
Radical Candor.
Go read that, folks, if you haven't. I mean, these are people that will tell you one thing to your face, and of course, you don't know what they're saying to someone else because you're not in the room.
Yeah.
But you have that niggling doubt. Are they really sticking out for you, or are they, like you said, throwing you under the bus, but you're not aware, you don't see the bus or hear it coming?
Let me step in because it's time for the Steel Man.
Oh, the Steel Man coming.
You didn't know. There's so many Steel Men, and this is like it's raining Steel Men. It's starting to be a Village People reunion up in this.
It's raining Steel Men. Oh my!
Managers have to balance advocacy for their team members with organizational reality, and sometimes that means acknowledging the limitations or failures that would be demotivating to share directly with people. I know what you're about to say, but
yeah.
wait. I got another one. It gets better, trust me. But the story might be negative. Anyway, it's like we're children. Transparency will hurt our feelings. I know. Step back. I got another one, all right?
Okay, let's go.
Expecting your manager to say identical things about you is naive in the corporate world because context determines the appropriate amount of disclosure, especially with HR involved and the legal action. I'm trying to throw out all the excuses in the world. I'm getting them all out, and so we can just collectively push them off a cliff here in a second, okay? So that's the end of my Steel Man. I'm sorry, that was the worst Steel Man I'm going to do on the podcast. Did you like that one about like, we got to balance the advocacy because, I mean, what if it hurts? What if it's scary for people?
There are some organizations where they take this to the extreme. Right.
They take it to the limit.
Oh, God, yeah. So,
one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Didn't know we'd be quoting Eagles this podcast.
Exactly.
There'll be more of that where it came from.
There's a lot
Life in the fast lane.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know. I can tell you what. There's no pretty maids all in a row here.
Oh.
All right. So where were we? Oh, yeah. That's
we were trying to check out, but we can never leave.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, well, I think we've all stayed at that Hotel California. Listen, if you've ever been in a situation where the one-on-one you come out of and you're feeling really, really good, right? Because your manager fluffed your feathers. And then you have this other meeting, let's just say. Maybe that was about, I don't know, getting a pay raise because, that's not the crux of the one-on-one. It's other meetings where that happens. And suddenly you get a different vibe there. Something's kind of off-key here. And so you can get an idea pretty quickly where things have gone awry. You heard what your manager thought you should hear as opposed to what you really needed to hear. Mm-hmm. Now, two things here. I'm not going to blame the managers only for this, although they're not getting off scot-free either. But as the recipient of the message, one of the things you need to do is don't just feel good about what you're hearing and walk out of the meeting. Just write down that stuff. Right after the meeting, hit back in an email to that manager and say, thank you for your time. Here's what we discussed. Here's what I thought I heard you say. Yeah. Put all of those things down because all you're doing is you're gathering at that point some evidence that you could use, probably futile, but it's better than nothing, right? When you're passed up for that promotion or that pay raise.
I think I'm going to stay with the Steel Man.
This is a plastic man. He's not a Steel Man.
I think I'm going to go put on my cop outfit and hang out with the Steel Men while they're raining men over here or whatever. I might have to throw on my Cher outfit and turn back time for Halloween over here because I've worked for a manager before who says, oh, you're doing great. When they turn around and say, this person's struggling.
Yeah.
They're not protecting my delicate frame or whatever when they're doing that. All they're doing is undermining me.
They're undermining you, but also they're not really even good managers at that point. These are people that are just pivoting at the direction of the breeze.
And also, there's another saying that I've heard before that, as a manager, it's my job to put up the umbrella and shelter you from all the organizational things that may rain down on you. But I remember thinking differently when I became a manager for the first time in my career, where I had to hire people and that kind of stuff. Of this is absolutely not you can't. what are you going to do? Shelter your people from everything and become the organization's boogeyman, bad man? You know what I mean? Not organizational Batman.
Definitely not.
You're not going to be able to shelter people. Like, the better thing to do would be to be transparent about everything. And now you don't need to shelter anyone from anything. They're not children. What are you sheltering them from?
This is where a lot of people, when I hear, again, one of those corporate sayisms that I say we should stop using, right? You're not a family. The work is not your family. Family doesn't fire one another. So when you hear these things, feel free to politely just say, that's great, but Uncle John, right? You're not my uncle, really. I don't even have an Uncle John or Bob or whatever. No, seriously, though, you need to think about this, and recognize the symptoms when people are just simply blowing smoke. But it's prerequisite. Like, if you're going to stay in the corporate world for any length of time, you're going to come across this all the time. People will say all of those things and you feel, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I've been told that by my boss. And then before something else happens, not so pleasant. So, and I'm not saying you'll get fired or anything like that. I mean, it can just be simple. Like, oh, you thought you would get that promotion, or you thought you would get that pay raise, or nothing like that even. So learn to recognize those kinds of things. And after a while, you'll see there's a pattern here where the same people will do these things to you. So when they do, next time around, just say, well, this is fine. Would you mind if I recap our meeting in an email? Or don't even ask for permission, just do it. What's the worst that can happen, right? You're just recapping an email, summarizing it. I don't know, it'll make you feel good. Don't be that manager when you become a manager, okay?
I think I'm depressed in this category. I think all you're doing is documenting, like, negotiating for better severance. I think that's the only thing that's happening in this category. I would say your manager's integrity is not measured by what they say to your face. It's measured by what they say when you're not in the room. And boy, I don't even know how you get to measure whether that compass is off or not. That's my issue.
The symptoms, I guess.
That's why this category is depressing for me. Like,
I agree.
If I have a takeaway, and this is not going to be a great takeaway now, is next time you have a one-on-one with your manager. So I guess if you work for Mark Zuckerberg or Justin Wang, forget about it. But when you talk to them, when you ask them when you're in your next one-on-one, hey, when you talk about my performance in leadership meetings, what are the main points you emphasize? And then a good manager will tell you directly, and a bad manager is going to deflect or get defensive. And then, again, you have to follow up and say, hey, is there anything else that you say in those meetings that would surprise me? If you work for a bad manager right now, even bringing this kind of thing up, they're going to be like, why? What have you heard? What have you heard?
Right.
What have you heard?
Right.
Who said
that's that insecurity? In that case, hey, listen,
yeah,
that resume updated.
I don't like. Again, I'm angry with this category because I have too many bad experiences here. Like, this
I do too.
So back to the audience. Have you ever asked your manager what they say about you when you're not there? Drop a comment. I'd be interested to know if anybody actually admits what they say about you in the dark